An area once revered for its serene spaces and untouched flora and fauna, where the highest peaking mountaintops are engulfed by the mist of the new day dawn and an eve as equally mystical. Wabeg is one of 5 districts based in Enga province. Enga is centrally located in the highlands region and is accessible by road and air. Wabeg Urban, Wabeg Rural and Waramuni make up the 3 local level governments, while comprising of 64 wards spanning more than 12,000 square kilometers of landmass. Its economy is driven primarily by its investment in its human resource and the production of the much esteemed Porgera gold mine. It is not as commodity rich as much of the region, but what it lacks for in resource, it focuses on the export and import in its human resource talent in Papua New Guinea and abroad. The event was also an opportune time for aid donor, European Union and development partners such as PNG Tribal Foundation, Wabeg District Authority, World Vision and Child Fund to showcase their solidarity and recommit their support for all EU-funded projects and events leading up to the culmination of this important occasion.
We're very honored to be a part of this project with the European Union and Minister Lino Tom. As a local NGO, we feel like we have really the best of both worlds because the European Union is an organization that's very interested in the advancement of Papua New Guinea, especially in the areas of health and access to justice. And with Minister Lino Tom, we have one of the very best leaders who is clearly, by his actions, very dedicated to the advancement of his people and of Papua New Guinea. So as a local NGO, this is a great opportunity for us, and we've really enjoyed the opportunity to work especially with them and also the local people on the ground who are doing so much work.
There cannot be development without peace. People want peace. It's not something that the European Union comes and says, oh, you must have peace and we bring you peace. No, people want peace. Nobody wants to live in fear of violence. But peace is number one. And that's why we supported the idea of having a peace festival in Wabeg. We congratulate Tribal Foundation and the communities for organizing this festival. We realize how desperate people are really for peace.
Local groups marched in unison from the outskirts of the Wabeg town, converging onto the Momas Oval for the opening of festivities. An estimated crowd in excess of more than 5,000, which included government officials from the law and justice sector and ward councillors, village leaders, women groups, were led into the arena by the famous all-female Wabeg Sinsing dancers. This marked an important date for the historic opening for the people of Wabeg district to stage the first ever Wabeg Peace Festival for 2020.
How you engage with the tribal fund or not partners where can chana boom and by bringing this table you know not working mouse time you know foundation so no you mean peace and main foundation.
Various stalls were on display showcasing many products for cooperatives who were beneficiaries of SME training programs facilitated by PNG Tribal Foundation.
Most of our women are rural mothers that cannot read and write, so what we have done, we have sent those who are able ones, first 8, the first lot. According to the mothers, like they are saying that because they do sales and things, they thought that was really helpful. So like cash flow and the biggest challenge with the workshop was the profile, how to create a profile and to do risk management and the things that were taught, like to them they found it a little bit difficult. Maybe they will need more time in that one, but what was taught, basic bookkeeping and all this was very helpful, and it came in simple terms where they could understand.
We thank to the Tribal Foundation because Lord Islam now me plus up here. We haven't done the training, we should not be here. From the training, people are introduced in here to expose little things that we normally do within the church area ourselves. We are very thankful to that. Yeah, that was the most thing that we have learned, how to do bookkeeping, yeah, and how to look after ourselves. When we go back, we can manage these little things that we have to do at home. Then what little income we will spend and how we will do the expense and all these things. So that was our bookkeeping that we learned.
Some great innovations were in full exhibition, including cemented lap-lap flower pots, organic honey, homemade baking, sand artwork, and the ever-popular colorful balloons with the Eng and provincial colors and other designs that are unique to this part of the country. Some other groups came through independently to take advantage of the opportunity to showcase their products and services and sell and market them particularly to the aid donors, developer partners and consumers.
We collect them all stone, big stone about there, or kissing different color. So start about there. Sambla mibla go kissing lo Kombiam district, Sambla mibla go kissing lo Kandeb district, Sambla mibla go kissing lo Pokra district. Now mibla kissing come lo Kaju Senda now, kissing big hammer. Then breaking, go smashing morgata, na kissing trainer, okay, putting paper tumbler, na train him, na kissing dust blow. Okay, mi bla program long bottom, different color. Black stem flower, na kissing size blong him, cut him long so, then pencil draw, go past time. Okay, behind him, pencil draw, long glue, wearing glue. Okay, on top long end, pass coat. Okay, then scan coat. Okay, third coat, M complete. Okay, M stone or something, M by F.E. M stone. You know, mix one the man black color faint, long all white man or no what pure stone. Pure stone.
Teach your children to be peacemakers and be a peacemaker.
We also understand there's a local, rural electrification, and if we want peace, we want all these services so that we can have a peaceful community back in the rural setting. So this women group, we have started 3 years ago, but we want to stand up and assist our men folk to develop our place and our village, our province and the country as well. So that's what we believe in.
The Peace Festival was a great opportunity for us to showcase the grassroots organizations and the work that they're doing to honor and respect them and to empower them.
It was off to the Takianda Amphitheatre and Museum where parties from the government, church and local men and women congregated as part of the Peace Forum.
But our ward councillors have done a tremendous job in holding the community and building peace for a long time.
Particular focus of the program was to highlight the means of brokering peace between disputing parties using the traditional methods and modifying existing structures in the justice system to achieve unity, consensus, and ultimately peace in their own unique way.
Women do certain things, men do certain things. And women are only for household duties. But over time it has changes.
Culturally, we have already a government in place by our ancestors. We church identify what role the church has to play, so that will bring peace totally into the family from that, and what the cause, the root cause that bring violence. And we believe Jesus is the only Prince of Peace who will bring peace. That is a human equality that needed in the Papua New Guinea nation under the democracy government.
We have 64 wards, and then each ward has a ward recorder under our program. And they have data, baseline data for every social issues that we want peace for.
16 coming up now, long old members of the plan. Minos will get more than one is come here long. Like a province. I have come in front of my heart. Thank you, long old Bisla, knowledge will come.
The European Union, like 1.5 years ago, decided to put some money into peace building in Papua New Guinea, not because we think that you cannot do it, but we thought, well, let's join our hands, and let's work all of us together. And so we decided to help Tribal Foundation and Child Fund and World Vision to do it in 3 different parts of the country. And then we said, okay, but at least once a year, the 3 different parts, they should come together, because we learn from each other. We always exchange views from people from different countries and communities. We never say, oh, it's only us, the Germans, we will do it by ourselves. No, we know our strengths, we know our weaknesses, and to cover our weaknesses, we ask others to help us, and others ask us to help them. So together, we create a better world. And that's why we wanted to have a festival happening where people from other provinces with their own experiences come listen to you, what you do, share their own experience, and see, well, how can we create this better world together? Europe feels like we are part of a global community. You know, the world is not like only here and there, and we do what we want and you do what you want. We are a global community, and there are certain challenges that we face globally. And certainly violence is one, but climate change is another one. And we have a saying that goes, we have not inherited our nature from our forefathers, we have borrowed it from our children. Think what that means. It means that what we borrow, we have to give back in good shape. We have to give back our country, our nature, our forest, whatever, in good shape to our children, because from them we borrowed.
PNG Tribal Foundation is a PNG and internationally based NGO that bridges hope and opportunity to everyday Papua New Guineans by developing strategic partnerships and models that have lasting impact on lives.
Thank you for Tribal Foundation. If it was not for Tribal Foundation, we'll be all over the place too. That they coordinated this thing very well, and I applaud them for that.
They help to identify solvable problems at their sources and assemble a tribe of partners who have mutual interest in changing the problems. Then they execute the solutions and provide ongoing support. Finally, they follow up, report, and ensure that exposure to the brand is given to the partners in the tribe. The recent spate of fighting and conflict in the area, however, has unlocked a rivalry amongst warring tribes in a deeply polarizing zone, a divide that has ravaged both Tubliam and Nyokomanda. Conflict primarily over land and territory and spilling over to different tribes where varying interests are the embodiment of the partisan atmosphere. Once where strong traditional allegiances and bloodlines existed, were now set aside to tilt towards power and wealth. The regularity of violence-related deaths caused by tribal warfare had a detrimental effect on the cause of development in the area. A lot of infrastructure and government services could not reach the rural areas as retribution attacks resulted in destruction and burning of government and private property. Universal Children's Day, which was established in 1954, is celebrated on November 20 each year to promote international togetherness and awareness among children worldwide. European Union is a partner in this concept and helps promote and coordinate this special day.
Universal Children's Day is an opportunity for us to focus on the next generation and to really focus on who they are and the potential that they have. They have incredible potential, and they have the opportunity to bring fresh change.
On December 14, 1954, the UN General Assembly recommended that all countries should introduce an annual event from 1956 known as Universal Children's Day to encourage fraternity and understanding between children all over the world and promoting the welfare of children.
We want to give your children a world of peace, a world of hope, and a world of joy, and a world of medical facility and good education.
The Wabek Peace Festival this year was utilized by EU to celebrate this occasion.